You call yourself a man? You know you're a lying, low-life, motherfucking gambling degenerate prick. You know that's what you are?
Well, hello, you degenerate fucks. And welcome to The Degenerate Gambler. It is Monday, the 11th of January. And we're here with just a Monday review. Just wish up the results from the weekend. And have a quick look at the week ahead. So we'll keep this one short and sweet today, because it's just a quick review. My bets at the weekend, not great. I had the knob was going okay. The first one was up. Waiting on Ipswich, who have the second best home record in the league, but somehow managed to get tanked by Swindon. Now I know Swindon did have a new manager, but still, if Ipswich want to go back up, they're going to need to start winning their home, or they're going to need to win their home games, and to be fair, they had done. But anyway, I had one of the draws up as well. The other one of them was called off, and then the third one was looking good. Was a Dortmund and Leipzig game, looking okay, but ended up beat. Yeah, so that was basically it. Yesterday I done a £10 6-tamer. Barnsley won, Napoli won, Lazio won. Going on to the AX match. I don't know if anybody saw that, but the second goal they gave away was poor. Very, very poor defending. They ended up coming back, drew 2 each, but it was obviously beat. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because then I had on Hertha Berlin, who ended up getting beat 1-0. And then, even if I had got through that, the last one I had was Brighton, who, if any of you saw the match last night, went 1-0 up in the 90th minute and then conceded in the 96th, so that would have been heartbreaking. But anyway, going through, there wasn't as many games, so I'll usually go through the teams that were missed. I obviously had a couple up on my bets to win, but there was 34 games that were like a main games in the sort of English league and in the FA Cup. And of that 34, only 11 of the favourites, plus the ones that I already picked, like Norwich and stuff, won. So look at the teams you could have had. You could have had Cambridge at 5-4. You could have had Port Vale at 11-10. You could have had so Cambridge beat Harrogate. Port Vale beat Grimsby. You could have had Luton. This is in the FA Cup now. Luton beat Reading 1-0 at 6-5. You could have had Chorley, which seems like a mad one, but Chorley were 5-7 to beat Derby, because Derby obviously had their under 23s playing. You could have had Bournemouth at 3-10. They beat Oldham 4-0, was it? 4-1. You could have had Sheffield United, who made it tough but win 3-2 against Bristol Rovers. They were 4-9. You could have had Swansea. Swansea were playing Stevenage away. They were 3-5. You could have had Leicester at 2-5 away to Stoke. They went easy, 4-0. You could have had Brentford beat Middlesbrough at around about evens. And you could have had United at 3-10. But that is basically it in the English league. So again, not enough favourites winning, but still. So I say I'll move on. Say Sunday wasn't great either. Tonight I might do a bet shortly. There is a few matches on. There's an FA Cup game, National League, German game, Italian game, Scotch game. Yeah, maybe a rolling bet. But anyway, I'll put that up later if I'm going to. And then in the midweek, as I spoke about the other day, it's not the best midweek, but there's, tomorrow night's a decent night. Wednesday night, not great, but there's definitely enough for a bet tomorrow night. So, as I say, I might do a small. At the end of the day, I've got my free bet from Sky Bet Club, because I did the £25. That's I think I'm going to do that most weeks now, because it makes sense. If I'm betting that kind of money, the odds aren't that much different in Sky Bet and Bet365, who I like to use. Maybe for certain things, Bet365 is better, but I think just for plain wins and overs and both teams to score. Sky Bet and Bet365 are very, very similar. Not enough to where, it's gonna affect how much you win by a large amount. So I say I'll maybe keep that free bet for tomorrow. Do a small £2.50, £3, whatever they need, just for an interest, just to keep me interested in the games tonight. Now, before I go on and let you go, basically, if anybody was listening last week or seen on social media, I put out a thing saying that from now on, hopefully last week will be the last nap that I offer for a while. I think it's actually a good idea, what I've thought of here, to speak to people who are on my social media, who I follow, who follow me, whatever. Because I'd always said I wanted to have like a community of people who help each other. At the end of the day, it's all about trying to beat the bookie. Some of these people do a subscription base, some do some free bets, some don't, whatever. At the end of the day, as I've said, I'm not a tipster. I have my own way of researching. I do my own thing. It's not working great this year, but I have confidence in it because, as I say, I've been profit for the last few years that I've been keeping notes. And I've had some big wins in there too. Not just your ordinary, maybe 10 to 120 to 1 type wins. I've had big wins. So anyway, but I do think it's a good idea to keep it fresh. So I contacted a few people, and this guy, I kind of knew he would be in on it because we've had some back and forths and stuff, and seems like a nice guy. But his page on Twitter is Batman Footy. That's BETMANFOOTY. And he also has an Instagram, which is Batman Football, and he offers a subscription. It's, I think, $4.99 a month, and he's got some good winners. So he was the first one back to me, straight back. He says, "I'm in. I'll offer you a bet." So I was like, okay, next week, sort of middle of next week, give me a nap, give me a bet that you fancy and you think it's a good bet, and I'll post it. I'll speak about it on here. I'll have a look at it. I'll give my opinion, which, as I said, it's only an opinion. If someone does the research and someone has a decent record of winning, someone else's opinion doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, they've done their research, and you can disagree with it, you can agree with it. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it's the game of football. We all know anything can happen. But yeah, so today he's actually sent me the bet already. So he was a couple of days early. He was on it. So I told him I'll give a wee teaser, and then release the full bet prices and all, and how much it is on Thursday, both on here and then on social media. So what I'm going to just tease you with today is that the bet is on Friday, and it's in under 23 football, and that's all I'm going to say. That is all I'm going to say. It, as far as my opinion goes, that's under 23 football is not something that I really study, so I don't really have an opinion. I have looked at his bets, and he has done bets, and he's won some money on under 23 football. So I'll say that he's definitely more of an expert in that type of football than me, because it's not something that I would normally gamble on. But when he sends me this bet, well, he sent me the picks. When it's priced up and it's ready to go on Thursday, I will be putting money on it. Depending on the odds. But I usually put a tenner on the nap. I'll maybe put a tenner. I'll maybe put a fiver, whatever. But I'm not saying that people have to follow. But as I say, I just think it's a good idea to spread the nap about. Just let people pick their favourites, their bets, because it keeps it fresh, and it offers sort of different, just a different perspective on, rather than listening to me all the time, So I'm going to put the I'm going to put his Twitter bio and his Instagram handle, in the description. Give him a follow. He does offer a subscription of $4.99 a month. If you're into that sort of thing, if that's the kind of thing you would be willing to do, then by all means subscribe. He does offer some free bets. he offers free bets I'm nearly sure, on most weekends or most times that there's big amount of fixtures on. He offers some free bets, so you know, could be a way to help beat the bookie. Yeah, so as I say, that's basically it for today. As I say, look out for my bet tonight, and I'll definitely have a bet tomorrow. And tune in on Thursday when this week's nap from Betmon Footy will be released. Until then, if you're doing any bets, good luck and happy punting.
Here, get the fuck out of here. Here, thanks. Let me find out you fucked up. I'll leave you wherever I find you.